Hello comic book people, it's Wednesday, that means it's comic book day. Let's see what I got. Walking Dead number 153. The AMC series of The Walking Dead has already had their season finale, and we don't know exactly what happened. All comic book readers know that Negan is the big bad, and he was captured at the end of his story arc. In the comic book world, however, he was never killed and disposed of. He was just locked away, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be causing all kinds of problems with them down the line. Next up, I got the Infinity Entity number 4. This miniseries has been explaining what happened to Adam Warlock and where he's been up to this point, and now he's being reintroduced back into the Marvel Universe. And they explained why he has no memories and what has happened to him and why he's in the state that he's in right now. I think this series was made more so they could foreshadow a future series with Thanos called the Infinity Finale. But Adam Warlock is a very cool character, and I am glad they brought him back into the Marvel Universe. Uncanny X-Men number 6. This is spotlighting Archangel and the direction he's been in the past and where he's going to be going in the future. He's been in somewhat of a catatonic state for some time since Apocalypse, or the real Apocalypse, was killed off. Right now he's pretty much just a mindless death machine. Psylocke is trying to break through his mental barriers so that she can get to the real Warren Worthington. But this leads into another storyline where readers are pretty much unaware about what's been happening with the real Warren Worthington, or something like that. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 2. I'm kind of on the fence about this series. We're only in the second issue, so I'm hoping that things are going to change, but everything seems to be focusing only on Tommy. And I don't want a series that's going to be focusing solely on the green/white/red/ a dozen other Rangers down the line. He's not my favorite Ranger by a long shot, and I'm really hoping that this isn't going to be a series that's going to be about him and all of his adventures and how he became who he was and stuff like that. On the plus side, we are seeing things we don't normally see in the TV series, such as the inner workings of the Zord. So that in itself is kind of cool. New Avengers number 9. This is still part of the standoff series that's going on with all the S.H.I.E.L.D. and Avengers series out there. Rick Jones, who's known as the Whisperer, not to be confused with Walking Dead Whisperers, and he's released a lot of secrets that S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't want to know, including the fact that they've had different shards from a cosmic cube, and they've reshaped reality to their favor. This issue's kind of weird because S.H.I.E.L.D. develops their own giant monster, similar to Godzilla, and they set it loose against the New Avengers and their allies AIM. But that's okay because the New Avengers apparently have their own giant robot to fight against it. Spider-Man number 3. This series focuses on Miles Morales' Spider-Man. This series is definitely a very fun read, although this issue felt like it was a filler issue. Miles' grades are going down because he's an Avenger and he's Spider-Man, so his grandmother is coming in to try to whip him back into shape. So it's kind of comical how that's being played out, and it also seems as though he may have a romantic love interest with the new Ms. Marvel. Maybe, not really sure yet. There's also a very obscure X-Men character that appears at the very end of this issue that I don't know if he's going to be a series regular, but hey, you know what? If they do that, I think it'd be kind of cool, although his powers are very lame. Finally, I got Poe Dameron number 1. I don't know where the whole series in general is going to be taking place in the timeline, but this first issue takes place right before episode 7, The Force Awakens. We're given a little bit more detail as to the mission that was given to Poe Dameron by General Leia to find Lor San Tekka. He was the old man that was shown at the very beginning of the Force Awakens Star Wars movie. So more than likely, this first storyline is going to be leading up to how we got to that point in the movie. The artwork is great, the storytelling is awesome. I feel like I'm watching a prequel to the movie, so you know what? I'm going to continue on reading the series. But that's my comic load for this week. What did you guys get? Leave comments down below. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me in this video. Be sure to check out my Patreon site, my website, my social media sites, and everything else out there. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.